welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail B, and if you are new here, where have you been? Where have you been? You have literally missed out on all the fun and all the advice and tips that you should have had. So yeah, if you're new here, go back and see some of my other videos. I share so many tips and value about how to optimize your space to make it reach its full potential on a budget, because we are bougie on a budget here. That's our ethos. If you are a subscriber and you've come back, thank you so much and welcome back. Let's get into it in today's video. So as you know, I talk about things that are to do with interior design, and I really kind of bring it back to our unusual lives. So I try and make things very attainable, tips that are very simple for you to kind of gain and ascertain, you know. So we are going to talk about how to organize your space, but do it on an elevated level. So we're organizing it, but we're just trying to make things look very aesthetically pleasing at the same time. So if you've been trying to organize things and like you've been looking at the TikTok kind of hacks, you know, with all the drawers and putting things in, and some of them I just feel look a little bit unrealistic. Some of them are just not achievable, as I've been saying. So you look at it thinking, oh, that looks nice, but it's about how to really still achieve that, but make it practical. So the tip I'm going to share is about closed cupboards. Now, again, this is what I mean, like especially in like living rooms or kitchens. There was a trend recently, probably a couple of years ago, where like in kitchens we had open shelving, and I would say in some spaces it actually does look, it works, like it actually does look nice, but I feel like you have to go either or. So you have to go very minimal with it, or you have to go to the extreme if you're a maximalist. Also, it goes really nice with like farmhouse kind of homes. So it depends on the aesthetic design that we're going for here. But in most of my videos, what we talk about is attaining the luxury. So we're going for more of a contemporary luxury design style here. So it could apply to other design styles, but yeah, that's the main thing here. So if you're going for that type of style, I would say at the moment, having closed cupboards are just so much better. It just looks very streamlined, it looks fresh, it looks collected, all of those words. And yeah, you can literally, but I'm not saying stuff everything in and just close it. Like, still be intentional with your organizing as well, but it just means that it's just out of the way, and it gives that very nice seamless look as you walk into the space. So I will show you pictures, like if you have kitchens that have that type of feel, that have that design, those kind of like streamlines are really good with contemporary design styles. In your room, in your bedroom, you can do the same thing also. And even when you are having these closed cupboards, be intentional with it as well. Pick ones that have very kind of attractable outsets to it, so they look aesthetically pleasing, and you know, it really does complement the space as well. Don't pick anything simple with just like the straight with handles and the rest of it. Like, bring character to it, you know, bring the visual interest. So that's what we want to do. So we're hiding things, but we're also optimizing it as well, you know what I mean? Next part I would say is using baskets and storage boxes. Now, I know, like before, like, you know, you have like the IKEA ones, stuff like that. Those ones are really good, and they're very functional and they're practical. However, I would say even when you're using them, again, put them out of the way, because some of them do look quite ugly, but at least what they do is going to collect things together, and make them more confined somewhere else, not out in the open for you to see. Otherwise things will just look a mess. And the boxes also as well. When I'm talking boxes, we can go like ottomans and stuff like that, having that in your living room, because again, it's coordinating with the style, is complementing the space, but also it has a purpose as well. So if you're a mother like me, in your living room, and you know the kids are around, especially if you've got very young children, you know, they do bring their toys, and if you don't have space, you know, for them to have their toys in a different designated area, and it's mostly in the living room, that's fair enough. Let them play with it, and then when it comes to the evening, collect them all together and put them in this box. Okay, this box of we're not opening now, you know, it's there and we want want it to look nice. So yeah, be very smart of how the boxes that you're using, but I think they are really, really useful, and I would highly suggest them, especially as I said, if you're a mother or if you have spaces where you've got loads of things in there. Just to avoid the visual mess, just use baskets. Another thing I'll say as well, if you have to display some items, really try and organize them and be very intentional how you are displaying them. You know, anchor it up and layer it. So if you do have shelvings in your room or you've got storage underneath, balance it so it has a visual balance. I hope you know what I mean. So if you have things on shelving, don't make them too heavy, don't have too many things over there, you know, space them out. Maybe you can use like trays to collect some certain things together, use boxes or storage boxes as well, and just have them there so they're all kind of contained in this area. You come down to the middle level as well, which is mainly your decor in your room. You know, try and keep it a bit simple, and then at your bottom you can have your cupboards. Again, as I spoke about just a moment ago, having closed cupboards, drawers and doors, and so on and so forth. So you're layering it so it's not top heavy. You're not having so many things at the top or so many things at the bottom, because I'm telling you, it does have a severe effect when you're walking in a room. It just does not look collected, it doesn't look nice, it looks messy. So we really want to have that beautiful intentional look. So yeah, layer your organizing. And with layering your organising, as I said, like using collected trays, I would even say if we want to be like more elevated and keep it with the style in 2024, there's certain trays that I probably would opt out of. But if we want to, I'll probably do another video more about, you know, up-to-date styling. For example, like mirrored. Do you remember this? The mirrored trays. Yeah. If you're still doing it, it's fine. I'm just saying that it's not really in style at the moment, and it doesn't give the elevation that we're trying to achieve here. So go for like violet marble, that's what I've got, or like calcutta. You could get cutouts from like stone yards as well. Wooden ones, wicker ones sometimes are quite nice as well. But yeah, even H&M do really nice marble ones, and they've been there for quite a long time, and they're reasonably priced as well. So getting ones like that and just placing it there, and then elevate some of your pieces that you have to put in display. The most important thing for all of this, because if you don't do this, whatever you're doing is not going to work. This should have been number one, but I saved it for now, right in the middle, the core of this discussion right now. You need to declutter. You need to declutter, and I think that's a whole nother video about how to declutter, and if you're interested in that, please comment below and I'll do another video on that as well. But yeah, you need to declutter. Get rid of things that don't make sense, get rid of things that you don't use. So things that you use more often, have them out. The things that you don't, put them in the boxes, as I said, and store them away. Store them in your house, store them in your garage if it has to be outside. Just have things that you need in your space. Don't think, oh, I might need it tomorrow, and 3 weeks have come and you still haven't touched it. It doesn't need to be there. You know that wired drawer that all of us have, that you just chuck things in there? You know, there's plugs, there's batteries, there's pencils, there's paper. We all have those. But just decluttering it and getting rid of it, I would say do it like once a month. It really does kind of lift off that load from your drawer, and also mentally as well. So yeah, I really like to do, I do that on my clothes as well once in a while. Just go through things and just get rid of the unnecessary. Because things that I'm not working on anymore, they're never going to work, so just get rid of it. So yeah, declutter is very, very important. And it just means when you're opening a drawer, it's light, you know, you can find things easily as well. And when it comes to kind of hiding or being intentional and bringing styling into it, is easier to do if there's less of it. Less is more. I can't stress enough. But yeah. But anything that's on display, I would say, is either things that you do use very often or things that you want to just put out for aesthetics. And these are things just literally on display, but just keep it minimal. Really keep it minimal. I've spoken about this recently in one of my reels in terms of kitchen organization. And I said, like, for myself, I don't have my microwave on display. In fact, I don't have a microwave. It wasn't on display and I don't have one anymore because I just think visually they're ugly. So things like that, just, you know, your air fryer, all of those type of products, just put them in cupboards if you do have the space. If you don't have the space, that's fair enough, but then just keep your space very minimal visually, so it looks more attractive, and the organisation makes sense. It looks like the space is organised, even if it isn't very organised to your eyes. But yeah, as you walk in, it looks decluttered, it looks free, there's that free flowing space going, and that's what you want to do. And just, you know, bring it up a notch, we're just elevating it. Now, if you want to know more, because there's just a few little tips I've shared there, I don't like to bombard you with too much information, but if you do want to know more and you loved this video, please comment below. I will come back, I will expand this, I will elaborate, and yeah, I'm very pleased that you watched this, and yeah, I cannot wait to see you again in another video. Bye.